everyone, and welcome to Radull Live. Sorry we're 25 minutes late, but yes, we have Kenya Power to blame for that. But thank you so much for being patient. In fact, let me read some of your angry messages. Brian Matizai Opio, Kenya Power can't mess with Radull Power. Make my Jaluo head big. Evans Agas Chamiat says, hi, how you doing? Esti Dungamata, tuned in. Jamin Captain, waiting for the show. Lily Chic Stevens, Allah, looking good, Carol. When you look ugly, that it's Allah. Let me see. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Allow me to not waste any more of your time and introduce my special guest today, a young girl I have so much respect for. Say hello to 23-year-old. I have to say 23 because that's my youth. 23-year-old Olympian Sabrina Wanjiku Semeida. Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you. I'm doing really well.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep you waiting, by the way, but welcome to Kenya.
Thank you.
You don't live in Kenya, do you?
No, actually not.
You live in Austria.
I live in Austria, yeah.
First and foremost, tell us what an alpine skier is, because nobody knows what an alpine... Well, I don't know what an alpine ski racer is. For me, skiing just looks like one sport.
Alpine ski racing is, it's like a ski racer who is trying to be as fast as he can on snow, actually. And there are races, World Cup races and European Cup races. And you try to be as fast as possible from the starting gate until to the finish line. And it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds around.
1 minute and 30 seconds, but I'm sure it feels like a lot longer. We'll get
Yeah.
into details. But first, I want to find out, Sabrina, you are a Kenyan. Kenyans, we run. That is what we do. We run, and a few of us try other African sports. How did you decide that skiing is the sport I want to do and I want to do it professionally? Tell us how you got started and when.
I started with 3 years. I started through my stepfather in Austria, in Upper Austria, on a small mountain called Hansberg. And there I started skiing. First, I never saw snow. I was really excited and surprised. And at the beginning, I don't like this. I don't like the cold and everything. But then I get used to it. After around 6 or 7, I started racing, and I started to also win some races, and that's how I started.
And you realized you're actually good at it.
Step by step we see there's a potential. And
What age were you when you realized, okay, this is something I do? Because you started skiing when you were very young. 3
years.
At what age were you when you decided I can actually do this professionally, not just for fun? Because we all play sport when we're in school, but few of us actually make it a profession.
It was around 8 years, I think. because I always I always finished at the third position, and I always want to win. And my dad always said, "Oh, winning is not so important. Just have fun and do it with the passion and keep going." And I see maybe there's something more and some talent, and then I decided also to go into a ski high school in Austria. And
that's like an academy. Like
exactly. And there we pushed it to the next level.
You have participated in so many major competitions. Which are some of these competitions?
The first competition were the Youth Olympic Games in Lillehammer 2016, and the next were the World Championships in Swiss, and one of the most favorite events were the Olympic Games. For
the
sure.
Olympic Games in 2018. By the way, I'm going to get into the Olympic Games just now. Skiing, of course, one of the reasons why it's not an African sport is because of the weather, but you are in Austria, but it's also very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
What are some of the costs? Do you know some of the costs that come into play when somebody wants to ski? Because what are the costs?
They're really expensive. Like when you are doing it professionally, like the whole year, you need a whole crew. It's about a coach, a serviceman, a second coach, co-coach for assisting him, and a physical coach, and the whole accommodation through the year, training, camps, races. It's really expensive, and the material as well, like the skis. I have around 30 skis.
You have 30 skis?
Yeah.
How much is one?
One is...
for an amateur like me, let alone a professional like you.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It's about 1,500.
Shillings or dollars? Dollars.
Euros,
Euros.
Yeah, dollars.
1,500 euros. That's about 200,000 shillings, give or take.
Yeah.
For one pair of skis?
Yep.
And your family?
And I'm luckily I have it as a sponsor. Otherwise I couldn't do this sport. Thank you to my company Head Skis in Austria, and this is the most important for me.
But for you to even get started, it means that your family would have had to invest a lot.
Yeah.
So how at what point does your dad and your mom say that, you know what, we're going to sacrifice other things in our lives to make sure Sabrina can ski professionally? Because it means they must have had a major sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, my parents really invest a lot in my career, especially my dad at the beginning, my stepdad. But he always believed in me, and he always said, you will the first Kenyan Alpine ski race at the Olympic Games, and so he called it long before you went for Olympics. He knew the target is for my daughter to go for the Olympics. Exactly. Yeah.
How did your mom take this? Because your stepfather is Austrian. How did your mom take that? My daughter's going to India this cold every day.
I think she saw that I'm enjoying it, and she saw the passion, and she also saw the talent, maybe, and it was easy for her, I think.
For her to accept it.
Yeah.
What skills does somebody need to become a skier? Because if it's running, you'll say, oh, there are certain body frames, there are certain exercises somebody can do. What do you do to become a good skier? What do you need?
You need a really good technique. I mean, we are always working every day on the technique, because it's all about how you move your body in the turn, how the shapes of the skis, how to put it on, and about the timing before the gates when you start the turn. And of course you have to be brave when you're going down to
fast as 120 kilometers per hour
in downhill.
That's scary in a car. I can't imagine if it's just you, the snow, and the hill.
Yeah, and icy, bumpy, and yeah.
So you're fearless.
Yeah, no, not really, but I like the adrenaline, I like the speed, and yeah.
And you've trained for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I see on your Instagram you do a lot of cycling, like.
Yeah.
So cycling is one of the basic ways to train.
Yeah, I mean, just all around cycling, running, hiking. It's you have to be all around physically fit to have a good core, to stand, to have a good stability on the skis, and yeah, just physically fit.
And while you answer that question, how does a year in your career look like? Are there mini competitions? Do you prepare for one major competition?
There are many competitions. The season starts in October in Austria, in Sölden, on a glacier, and it ends in March. The World Cup season ends in March, and there are many different races in Italy, in Swiss, in France, in also in America. Yeah, they are mixed, and yeah.
Let me just read some comments from people here who are Juaya Kaj, strong Deutsch accent. Yes, they speak German. They speak German in Austria. Yeah, she lives there, Juaya. That's why. She can't ski in Nairobi, in Kenya,
No.
unless you go up Mount Kenya or Kilimanjaro. Xavier Gitao, now that she's been to the skies, is it safe to tell someone's daughter that in heaven and earth there's none better than you? What is this guy saying? You know, here everyone only knows about football. I'm trying to sway them. Osborne Shidiabi says, I'm locked and watching. Stalin Ouma, we are locked. Raima Jaka tuned in. Paul Mwangi says, I am live. Nelly Jr. Elfu Miambili for a pair of skies. Wow, I think this person has not moved from there. I know he's counting in his head. Those are how many loaves of bread and kilos of meat. But it is a sport and it's an investment. Ochiweda has landed from Timbuktu, otherwise known as down the road. So guys are watching, but I think a lot of people just don't understand about the sport of skiing. What are some of the challenges you face as you go about your competitions, your training, everything?
Right now, I'm working just with one coach. That's a big challenge, because when you are doing it professionally, like other athletes who are doing it professionally, they have 4 or 5 coaches and a big team, a big crew around them. So I'm just with my coach alone. He's doing actually 2 jobs, full-time, serviceman and coaching. And yeah, the challenge is to organize everything, and I want to go to the World Cup, and I want to make the whole World Cup program this season. That's my goal, and also to make the first World Cup points. That's my biggest goal, to be under the top 30. And
where are you now?
Right now I'm around 45.
Oh, so that's not far.
Yeah.
Or is it far? I don't know.
I mean, it
doesn't sound far.
Yeah.
But it's a challenge, because when you say you only have one coach, that's a cost issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
And when you go to these competitions and you look at all the other skiers from other countries, I'm assuming they have a whole
team.
Group around them. So who does most of the organizing for you? That one coach, or I know your mom is so aggressive, and your dad, you told me, is so aggressive. So do they also chip in?
Yeah, for sure.
For a lot of the organization.
Yeah, otherwise I couldn't do this. And I also have to organize a lot by myself. So yeah, that's a challenge, because I want to focus on getting better every day, to train more. And yeah, that's why we need a second
professional athlete, your job should just be to focus on you and your sport, not on worrying about, has my flights been booked, where am I staying, what am I eating, all this stuff, which is really unfortunate. And I know I spoke to you and I spoke to your mom as well on the phone the other day. Did you get to have your meeting with NOC?
Yeah.
You had the meeting yesterday?
No, we are having it on Wednesday.
You're having it on Wednesday with the National Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
And I know you've been trying to get a meeting with the Ministry of Sport for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, from the first time I interviewed you 2 years ago. Ministry of Sports is still, they've told me hang in there. Let them maliza with Kisumu on Tuesday. So that the government can come back to Nairobi. And I hope you get that meeting with the Ministry of Sport. Because how can they help you? What assistance are you looking for?
Actually, financial assistance, financial support to get more professional, to get to the next level, and to have good results in the World Cup, and to maybe, I don't know, at the Olympic Games to reach an amazing position. Nobody knows, and everything is possible when I have the financial.
I mean, they should come in, because the Ministry of Sport supports every other sport, at least in terms of allowances and flights for competitions, World Cup, stuff like that. Have they ever given you anything?
Unfortunately. No.
Except a flag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck in eating that flag.
The most work, I think, to do in summertime.
There's still snow somewhere.
Preparation, there's still some there, and that's the work.
And how did it feel when you got to the World Cup? Take us through that emotion, because here we are saying, if our rugby or football or one of the major sports get to the World Cup, the country shuts down. You've been to the World Cup, you've been to the Olympics. How did it feel when you're now on the slope, this is the World Cup? What emotions are going through you?
Oh, it's adrenaline rush, it's the heart beats fast, and it's an amazing feeling. Even when I remember the Olympic Games, when I was on the starting line, I was try to focus, and but I thought millions of Kenyans are watching me, and I just getting nervous, adrenaline, everything, emotional.
Unfortunately, as Kenyans, we wait for you to get there, and then we're like, oh, there's a Kenyan in Winter Olympics, but nobody has supported you to get there. And that really frustrates me, because we all want to celebrate your achievements, but nobody wants to support the journey towards that achievement, which I think is really frustrating. There are photos we have of you in the Olympics walking out with the flag, and other countries have someone carrying the flag and then a whole host of athletes. You have you.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Lonely.
Lonely, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm really proud to carry the Kenyan flag. For sure, I would be a lot of prouder if I get the support as well, and but I'm thankful to be a Kenyan and to race for Kenya in ski racing, and that's
because you were still a teenager. You were 18 at the time.
Yeah.
You're alone. You have the whole country on your shoulders. You must have an amazing spirit.
Yeah, I think I just do what I love, and I do my best. Yeah.
Like other sports, a lot of it is mental. What mental support do you get? Because there's the physical of I can do it, and then there's now I need to calm down and focus. What type of training do you go through, or who is your biggest inspiration in getting yourself mentally prepared?
Actually, I have a lot of different persons where I catch up some things, but I'm working a lot on my mindset by myself, just meditating, to have a vision board in my room, and to Yeah.
What's on the vision board, if I may ask?
On my vision board, there's a gold medal.
A gold medal?
Yeah.
There's a gold medal. There's a gold medal on her vision board.
Yeah.
What do you think is the gap between where you are now and where you want to be? As in, what can people do, both fans, government, sponsors, to take Sabrina from where she is now at number 45 and onto the podium at a Winter Olympics?
It's I think, it's about to grow the team, my team, to get a second coach. That's one of the most supportive thing at the moment, and to work more professional. I think that's a big step.
And sponsors, who are your sponsors at the moment?
My main sponsors are Austrian sponsors. My head sponsor is Mura Beer. And BAF, it's here. And here is Hintertuxer Gletscher, where I train in summer on the glacier. And some material sponsors, but mostly Austrian sponsors.
What would you like to tell to Kenyan sponsors, to Kenyan corporates, to anyone who's watching and has never thought of sponsoring you? What would you like them to know about you and what value they can get if they step up and sponsor you?
I just would be so proud to have a Kenyan sponsor on my clothes and on my race suit. Like when I'm going down the hill, I think you know my race suit, the snow leopard race suit.
Snow leopard, yes. That's also that's your nickname.
Yes.
Where did you get that nickname?
From my coach's daughter. She made the brand.
Snow leopard.
Yeah. And I would be so proud to have a Kenyan sponsor on my race suit and on my clothes, and just when I'm going up to the podium, I can say I have a sponsor from Kenya and to represent it, and
do you know, I don't understand the Kenya corporate space in that aspect, because for me, you are a young girl, you're responsible, you're in a unique profession, a unique sport. You go for Olympics, you go for the World Cup. Somebody like Brand Kenya, how Brand Kenya has not seen that Sabrina would be an asset to us? You participate in a sport that is watched a lot by the same prospective tourists we're trying to target. You know, I don't know why a soft drink and all these people, or even an energy drink, have not stepped up to say, you know what, Sabrina aligns with my brand. Because I look at you and I'm like, if I owned a business, I would put you on billboards. I would let Kenyans know that the one person who represents this country in Winter Olympics represents my brand. And shame on you, shame on you. So I hope they come on board. Let me read a few comments and we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and just have a short conversation. Let me, where was I? I saw some comments here. Ochiweda, we'll get to your comment after the break. He's asking if you're mentoring any young people at the moment, and whether the equipment is easily available. We'll get to Ochiweda. There's no snow in Kenya. But actually, I have a story. I'll tell you that after the break. Lily Chic Stephen just says, I am so proud of our girl. You see, you're our girl. And it's good for you to do these media interviews, because people need to get to know more and more about who you are. Xavier Gitao Masharia, at 18, she was representing Kenya. At a time, I was only representing Kenyans on Twitter. Then he goes, yes, Gitao, this is what she was doing at 18, representing Kenya at the Winter Olympics. And lots of other comments that I'll get to after the break. But let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll answer some of these questions about what other young Kenyans have to do if they want to get into the sport, and whether you're mentoring any young girls to follow in your footsteps. So let's take a short break. Welcome back, guys. Now, I put 1,000 shillings worth of Safaricom airtime in the comment section during the first half. I'll do it again shortly, guys. And yeah, courtesy of Safaricom, Twende Tukiuke. Yes, represent that. Now, I have a comment here from, I'm still with Sabrina Wanjiku Simeda, an Alpine ski racer who represented Kenya at the 2018 Winter Olympics, has represented us in the World Cup, in the Youth Olympics, so many international tournaments, and yet here in Kenya we don't even know her name. Shame on you. By the way, go and follow her on Instagram. It's at Sabrina Wanjiku Simeda.
Yeah.
Or just go to my handle. I've been tagging her all week. There's a comment here from Xavier Gitao Masharia. He says, who are your beer sponsors? I need to go and grab a 6-pack now to support you. I don't know if they're in Kenya. Are they in Kenya?
I don't think so. Murawa. I don't think.
It's called?
Murawa.
Murawa. Gitao. That's what they're called. That one. Min blessing. How she can only see melanin beauty. Cute smile.
Thank you.
Yeah. That smile, she takes it all over the world representing Kenyans. Ochiweda. Ask her if she sees us winning gold anytime soon at the Winter Olympics. Well, not us as Kenyans, but her, because she's only representative. And I think you've already told us that is your target. But
yeah.
The next Winter Olympics are next year.
Yeah, next year.
2022. What are your chances, knowing what your competition is? What are your chances of winning a medal? Knowing what your competition is and knowing how, unfortunately, we're not supporting you enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's the next step for sure. But when I get to the next level, I think everything is possible. I'm not the person who is thinking limited. I think when you believe in yourself, everything is possible. Yeah.
I guess the challenge is, you know what you need to get a medal at Olympics. It's a bigger team.
Yeah.
So that you have more support. It's government of Kenya coming in and saying we're going to take care of certain costs.
Exactly.
So that you can focus on the game. And if all those things are aligned, you know that you can focus on your sport and get us a medal.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the onus is on us. We're the ones who are actually failing you, and I apologize on behalf of the world. Because when I look at you, when I follow you on Instagram, I see your dedication, and I'm like, this girl can do anything, but we are letting you down. So please accept my apology for that. Someone here, Gitao Masharia, he says, 120 kilometers per hour, that requires God. Yes, I hope you pray every day, by the way. Yuaya Kaj, I recall a Kenyan skier who lived in Norway. I guess he's retired now. That is
Norway.
Did he live in Norway? Where did he live?
I don't know.
His name was Bitok. Was it Bitok? Who used to be a Kenyan skier at the Winter Olympics.
You mean Philip Boyd?
Oh, no? Philip Boyd.
Yeah, cross country.
Cross country.
Yeah,
cross
actually.
country. Yeah, I think he retired.
Yeah, he retired in 1998, where I was born.
The year you were born,
yeah,
he retired.
So we
That's how long ago it was. Have you ever met him?
Yeah. Actually, he was at the first Youth Olympic Games in Lillehammer, Norway. He was our manager and organizer.
That must have been pretty special.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Like handing over the mantle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you think we can do to have, short of getting snow in Kenya, to have more Kenyans participating in winter games?
Yeah, I think
it's a trick question.
It's a tricky one because we don't have,
we don't have the weather.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
but
difficult.
if somebody has the desire, like Boyd, if someone has the desire, and of course the financial backing, unfortunately it means relocating to a country where there is snow throughout the year. Like you were fortunate enough that your stepdad is Austrian, and Austria it's the middle of the Alps. The Alps are the middle of Austria. Austria is the middle of the Alps, one of them. Yeah. But then it means you have snow throughout the year. Yeah. But have you met any?
Not. Yeah. I mean, in summertime on the glacier. Yeah. So throughout the year, yeah. True.
Me, I'm green. Me, I'm green in this. But are there any young girls you're mentoring? Maybe Kenyans who live in Austria, or maybe, I don't know, other Africans?
Unfortunately, not yet, but I have some ideas in my head, yeah. But for now, I want to really focus on the upcoming season and to promote and to get to the next level. But I think there's a mission for me to I always thinking about why me and why I am going to be a ski racer as the first Kenyan, and I think there is something more, like to be just a ski racer.
You're only 23, and rightfully so. You focus on yourself first. The mentoring can come much later. Ochiweda, she's only 23. Let her focus on her career, on your growth, and maybe one day when you're like Boit, you retire and then you get into probably the National Olympic Committee and see how you can encourage other youngsters.
Yeah.
And then he asks whether equipment is easily available. The reason I said I have a story about this is because I used to climb mountains when I was your age or a little older. And we have those, I don't know what they're called, they're like stokes, or they're called stokes or something, that help you on your last ascent, like if you're going up Point Lenana or up Kilimanjaro. I did Kilimanjaro as well.
Wow.
So you need those to climb up. That is the extent of my knowledge of skiing equipment. Wow. But I gather the equipment, I mean, it would not make sense for it to be available in Kenya.
I don't think so.
You don't, you don't think so. So what are your hopes and dreams, long term?
Long term.
After your gold next year, what are your hopes and dreams? Please note, after your gold. But you have several more years to go, because your career, how long does a career go for a skier?
Around 30 to 35. I mean, the oldest man in ski racing, he retired this season, went 40.
40?
Yeah. So, depends.
Please note you said oldest. Some of us who have passed 40. How do you think that... what do you think we should do to get more Kenyans to become fans of this sport? If we can't participate, at least we can cheer you on, you know? How do you think you can increase the fan base in Kenya? Or is it just us recognizing that you're going for the Olympics, Kenya is being represented?
Yeah, through TV, through social media, I think those are the platforms. Yeah.
Do you find any unique challenges being an African in a predominantly white sport? Do you feel any challenges in that?
At the beginning, yes, because I was the only black athlete, a black skier, and they're always watching at me like, and I don't understand it at the beginning and when I was younger, and I was really fast, and they're always saying, oh wow, this black girl is faster than me, and it was a little bit tricky at the beginning, but now I'm at the 5th year in international FIS races, so they are getting used to. And they know me.
You've earned your respect. You've earned your stripes.
Exactly.
But you find you have to sort of work extra hard just to prove yourself. You know.
I always have this feeling. Yeah.
Because everyone looks at you like, what does she know? What can she do? And
exactly.
Then, you whiz past them. That must be so cool. That must be so cool. Yeah. Well, Sabrina, this is. Do you have any parting shot for us? You know, I mean, you're in Kenya for about a month.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
To sort out your papers.
Yeah.
So you have a Kenyan passport.
Yes. Yeah.
But you have dual citizenship, or you have
no, just Kenyan.
Just Kenyan citizenship.
Kenyan. Yes.
Oh, brilliant! So you're fully ours.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've come to sort out your papers. Last week, your mom talks a lot. She said, "Oh, we're going to Mombasa. We're going to do this. So you're going to have a chance to see the country, yeah."
Yeah.
Because most of the time you're in Austria.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you do professionally, like in school? if skiing didn't or doesn't work out, do you have another career?
I mean, I finished like it's kind of a business school with marketing, and yeah, that would be another way.
Avenue for you,
Yeah. But I believe in this way where I am, and yeah.
So you, if you have it your way, you will be skiing until you're 40.
Maybe not 40, but around 30 something. I don't know.
At least for the next 10 years.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Sabrina, I just want to thank you for coming, and I want to wish you the best.
Thank you.
Because it's not easy being in a sport that Kenyans don't know anything about. Everything I know about skiing, I think I've learned from you. Literally. Everything I know about skiing, I've learned from you. But if there's use me whenever you want. If tag me on your social media posts so that I can repost them and let people know what you're doing.
Okay.
Because
awesome.
For the next 1 year, I know your focus is Winter Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any other competitions this year though?
Yeah, World Cups. Actually around
a World Cup.
Yeah, World Cups. 13, and a lot of FIS races. I mean, in a race season, I have around 40 races actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So a lot of traveling, training. Yeah, full program.
A full program.
From October. Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Enjoy your rest here in Nairobi. I've been seeing where you're staying. I won't tell people where you're staying, or they'll stalk you. That you're able you go for runs every morning.
Yeah.
So you keep fit even off
exactly.
season.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the best.
Thank
and
you.
I'm going to do my best to try and get the ministry to pay attention to you.
Thank you.
We have a phone call to make on Wednesday. Hopefully they'll give you audience. They
Mm-hmm.
need to.
Yeah.
They need to. You've earned the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And just keep an eye on you and let people know that what you're doing, but you're doing us proud.
Thank you.
I want you
Thank
to
you very
know
much.
That you're doing us very, very proud. Kenya can say we go for Winter Olympics.
Thank you.
And for World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
In ski racing. So thanks for coming. And
thank you for having me.
I've enjoyed having you here. Sorry the show started late, but yeah, we blame Kenya Power. We blame everyone except ourselves. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you've learned a thing or two about skiing, guys. And I hope you'll give Sabrina the support that she has earned. Follow her on social media so she gets nice numbers so that Kenyan corporates can see that she can give them value.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I think you already give us value, and some people just need to take notice.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Air bump.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again next Saturday on Radull Live.
Thank you.